All right. Hello, you lovely people.
You have 65 reviews?
Yeah. Your boy's been
since
in...
you opened 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Oh, it shouldn't be 3 p.m. on Sunday.
It says you open at 3 p.m. on Sunday.
That's interesting. Definitely shouldn't be that. Not that. Oh, happy Saturday evening, everybody. Always lovely to see your faces.
Did you sell that, the DualSense?
Which one?
The custom looking one?
The Edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all gone.
Why is it still on your website then?
Which one? The silver one?
The red one.
It shouldn't be.
And you still have the PS5 Wi-Fi Bluetooth module.
Yeah, all those are there.
Xbox Series, chips. Just a bunch of chips. And then the one controller. Great deal, $135.
Alright, getting the usual stuff out of the way here, guys. Just bear with me a moment.
Let's check out your reviews. Okay.
Alright. Switch over. Lovely to see your faces, even though I cannot see your faces. Alright, there we are. Hello, you lovely humans. Alright. As usual, give some time for some people to get in here. Alright. Go. Ooh, I like one of those.
You got new teasers too.
Tweezers are usually garbage, but couldn't hurt to take a look.
Tweezers, man. You have a lot of reviews.
Yeah, I'm very good at what I do.
I'm still scrolling.
65.
And they're all 5 stars.
Alright. Yeah, no, these feel like garbage tweezers.
Hey, how do you know what they feel like?
I mean, they're not the worst, but...
They look like they're same exact tweezers.
Yeah. They're at least a little more tense. Yeah, let's feel those and then feel these. You find my garbage tweezers. How about gotten rid of all my garbage? Nah, here we go. Feel the difference.
Just the garbage ones?
Yeah.
They feel cheap.
Yeah.
These don't feel cheap.
No. It feels slightly better.
A little bit, not too much. Where are your good tweezers at?
I need to hold this. My good ones are these.
Yeah, it's just me now.
Welcome in, everybody. Lovely to see your faces, even though I once again cannot see your faces.
Indubitably.
opening up some new purchases. So y'all feel free to jump in here and enjoy yourselves. Get comfortable.
More water?
Yeah, please. Ooh, that's a thick boy.
No.
Feel it.
Why is it heavy? What
Assuming
is
because it's got to take heat. It's a board holder. So these are all magnetic. You can move them around to hold smaller boards in place, like a switchboard, for instance.
These are the purchases.
And that and the two charge ports. So I don't usually work on switches.
You gotta replace the screen on one soon.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun time.
Really?
Welcome in, everybody. Y'all get comfy. We're doing our usual waiting for people to come in. So,
Kind of technically has arrived.
yes, we are joined this week with a rare appearance by the junior technician. He will be accompanying us on our journey today. And this is what we shall be working on. I do have other consoles to work on if we figure it out pretty quickly. But
A lot of them has bugs.
we're going to start with this one. Yeah, we do have one that has some friends. So that's going to be a fun time. Alright, so, let's go ahead
He's
and
currently a cripple.
take these Joy-Cons off.
What are these?
That's the tape.
It's a lot
The
of
high
pieces
heat
of tape.
tape. Yeah.
This better be a cripple right now.
Not great. Not great at all.
You just burp.
No.
Let's hope he's good by them tomorrow.
I certainly hope so.
Because tomorrow's football. You can't be hurting on football. No mysterious liquid.
I'm not worried necessarily about liquid. Just double checking for other things.
Bugs.
Not even necessarily bugs. Just anything else that might be causing an issue. The port actually looks okay. It just feels loose. But we'll probably switch it out.
Just thinking.
Yeah. We'll do some testing around the board first.
New stream, building an electric bike.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. A long stream.
Alright. Just another couple minutes, guys. We'll get going here in just a bit.
That sounded good last night.
I bet.
It was cold. It was dark. Real dark.
Mhm. Cats in there breaking shit.
Jake, I'm trying to get the trash.
Ah.
Filling up the thing over.
Lovely.
I had to go gook. Good. He ran. This for a customer?
Yeah, there's customers. Trust me, I would not be working on this with my own volition.
He said skip it, we're moving on to PS5. Quick and easy.
Just try to.
I lost my old charger, so I had to downgrade
Oh.
to the USB-A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
What?
Oh,
A
Jesus.
short little gas station charger. I lost my main charger, and I feel like spending what, $60 to get a new one.
Something like that. Give or take. Welcome in, everybody. We're still waiting for a few more people to jump in before we get going here. Appreciate everybody's patience.
I guess you would like your chair left.
Oh, yeah, please. There you go. That should be the right one.
Batteries.
All right. And give it about 2 or 3 more minutes. And yeah, the replacement thumbsticks for the Edge controllers. No, only works for the Edge. Yeah.
I still want to know, how do you So slowly maneuver so the headset doesn't fall. How?
Throwing it, probably.
Here. That not supposed to be like that. Regular joystick, right there. That not supposed to be like that.
Yep. That's pretty fucked up.
Like I feel like this, my finger goes bullet everywhere. Here we go. I got my little extender.
Would be horrible.
Mid-match, just have you seen those controllers that are basically just broken and they like glue them apart, like glue them together? He's playing with it, it just falls apart in his hands.
Yep, it will be pretty bad.
My friend is missing this one completely. The trigger, like that thing's gone.
Oh, that's easy to replace though.
I'm like, how do you play like that? Repairs are that.
Yeah. All right, about 1 more minute, and we are going to get going, guys. So appreciate everybody being patient here. We will get working on this.
That's the project for tomorrow.
Yeah.
How heavy are we talking? Like 50 pounds?
Yeah, it's about 50 pounds.
It's like a quarter of my weight. That's just 154. I'm kidding. 155. I bench right now. I squat. It's 125. I don't want to talk about it. Don't talk about it.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and get going. Once again, hello everybody. It's lovely to see your faces, even though I cannot see your faces. Welcome back to Rose Repair and Resale. Today, we'll be working on this Nintendo Switch right here. This was brought to me by a customer whose child did something. It was working fine, and now all of a sudden it won't take a charge. I'm going to try and turn it on right now. I don't know how charged or if at all charged the battery is. It does not seem to be that it is turned on at all.
It's not even displaying that it has the power indicator.
So we're holding it, we're holding down the power button, and there is just nothing. Alright, so let's get a look under our... I also apologize, my ankle is currently dislocated. I'm waiting for it to go back into place. So you're going to see a little bit of wincing and all of that. I apologize in advance. We're going to get through this. It's fine. So here we are at our camera. Yes, that is what we need. So we are going to plug in our ammeter right there. And no, I need USB-C. And
This is USB-C.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to give the right charge though.
PC.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to. It'll give us something, but...
Welcome.
Yeah.
Point
So,
3.
it's kind of hard to make out, but we've got 4.9 volts going into it and 0.03 amp draw going in. So, as you can tell, let's see if I can get a little bit closer, but no, this camera's awful. So, anyway. Let me get it under a microscope with a better charger so you guys can actually see what's going on here.
The gray one?
Well, let's actually turn on. Oh, just kidding.
It's because it's active.
Yep. Gotta reactivate. Gotta reactivate the microscope here. A moment.
Un momento.
Okay, there we go. Activate. Alright. Voila. So we're going to move this over here so we can actually see the ammeter and show what it's reading. And we're going to come over and show the ammeter. Alright, so now we got 5 volts going into the switch, and you can tell it's 0.03 amps. So there is no charge. We're going to let it sit for probably about 30 seconds to see if it's just like an extraordinarily dead battery. but the customer did state that this was not charging when she gave it to me. So I am going to take a wild shot in the dark and say that either A, the charging port is bad, or B, we have more than likely an M92 problem. Because we all know that M92 is the worst possible thing in the fucking world. So, yeah. So there is no change to the amp draw whatsoever. Yeah, there's just no change at all. No fluctuation, no nothing. Alright, so that's what we're going to start working on today. Alright, so first things first, screws must come out. So we have one screw up top here. Just make sure there's no game card in it. There is a game card in it. Let's take that out. And we have Lego Jurassic World. Solid. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and remove this top screw right here.
That bike might want like the tires on and everything. Just like moving around with that.
And we're going to take these two off right here. Make sure we don't lose the screws. And then we have 4 screws around the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will remove as well. Oh, those are those Y-tips? Those are Y-tips. Alright, switch over to our Y-tip bit. We're going to have to keep those separated from the rest. Alright, screw number 2. Alright, well those screws are actually a little bit longer, so that'll make it easier to remember. Alright, there's 2. There's 3. This last one's not wanting to come out. Last one really doesn't want to come out. Alright, no problem. Put a little oomph behind it. This is a Y-tip, right? Yep. Do I need a different Y-tip? Need a slightly larger Y-tip. Probably do. Damn it, those are the ports. That's going to be a problem. Alright. Where the hell did I put my tool bag? There's the tool bag. We're going to go in for a slightly larger Y bit. This one does not seem to be wanting to work. try this one. There we go. Larger one works. There we go. All 4 screws are removed. All right, and just looking around, make sure I'm not missing any screws. Okay, and I do believe, I think the top and bottom screws on these do need to come out. Yeah, I think we will have to take the top and bottom screws out here. Been a while since I worked on just a regular switch, so kind of relearning things as I go. I've done OLED, I've done light. Been a while since I've just had a regular old switch in here. Alright, so we'll take out this screw here. Move that off to the side, as well as this screw here. There we go. And do the same thing on the other side. Take out the top and bottom. Alright, there we go. Alright, so with those out, we should be able to just pop that plate back off, the back plate off here. Let's grab my spudger. Just come in here. Gently pry. Right, same thing here. This plate does not want to remove.
You gotta chat.
Hey, good to see you, PLW. Lovely to see you, my friend. Alright. Stand up. Am I missing a screw somewhere? Is there a screw hidden behind this sticker? Because this thing is not wanting to come up at all. And again, it's been a long while since I've worked on one of these. Or is it just being difficult? I don't want to break anything, of course. Maybe I do have to take the rest of these screws off. You know what? We'll take the screws off. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, middle screw only. Ah, okay. Much obliged, bud. Okay, it's been a long while since I've worked on just a regular switch. So, middle screws only. That would explain why it's being difficult. Okay. Alright.
Indubitably.
Middle screws only. Alright. Now does it want to come off? Hell yeah, it does. Okay, there we go. Much obliged, bud. I appreciate that. go. That kickstand off there. Oh, there is one more screw down there.
Did you get rid of it? He would have just said that.
Aha.
Indubitably.
Nope, sure didn't get that little screw under the kickstand. Surely did not, friendo.
I guess I'm not Francis.
Huh?
I guess I'm not Francis.
Yeah, help yourself, dude. You're welcome to anything in the house. Okay. Alright. There we go. Little baby screw under the kickstand. Okay, here we go. Alright. Just checking for any noticeable immediate signs of damage, which I do not see. Don't see any kind of liquid on the bottom, anything like that.
No milk.
Okay. I do apologize in advance. I am working with a dislocated ankle right now, so my movement's a little bit off, but I'm going to do my best to work through it. All right.
Y'all some big bags. All three of the cats came running.
Oh yeah. As soon as they hear anything about food, it's game over. All right. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws. So we will start removing these screws. Right. Where can I put these safely? Here is good. Okay. Alright, go ahead and remove the SD slot. That is, there we go. Got the connector off. Keep that over there for safekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Much obliged, brother. I appreciate it. The work goes on regardless. It'll pop back into place on its own eventually. It's just, it's being difficult right now.
He hobbled his way out here.
Okay. Can I take this plate off now? I think so.
Denied.
Yeah. Oh, nope, one more. Missed this last one over here. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, so plate screws are now out. We can lift that up. There. Alright, so we are down to just the base level board. I do want to check voltage on the battery. It does look like these cables are a little bit worse for wear. I'll show you what I mean. Let's move the microscope in real quick. See what I mean? Those battery cables look less than stellar. But let's go ahead and take the battery out. There we go. Grab a set of tweezers. Push that battery connector out. There we go. Alright, and let's pop the multimeter in. And let's see what voltage we're getting.
Your not so tiny version's a little bored. So.
I mean, you're welcome to go jump on the PS5 or whatever you want to do, buddy.
Like in my hand.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's
This is bigger than what I normally work with, but that should still be able to.
let's move this out of the way real quick.
Oh, this one's
So
cool.
you guys can see the voltage. Huh?
That thing's cool. What's up?
Oh, my old ass. Oh, yeah, that thing's old as hell.
No, the ones that I work with didn't have that. They didn't have a little thing you pull up on. I think it's stuck though.
Alright, so it should be ground.
Usually it just slides right out.
Okay, nope, I don't think that's going to work. I think I actually have to get into the terminal. Actually, I think this doesn't even have terminals because it plugs in differently. I actually have to get it on the connector. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it that way. All right.
There we go.
So we've got that in. I believe this likely should be ground.
If I take this thing kaput.
And
There's Corsair RAM in this thing? Cool.
oh, interesting. Do we have no voltage at all? Is the battery just shot? Well, I don't have a replacement battery. That wouldn't be fun. Well, let's ground real quick.
This fan's not that dusty. I'm surprised.
Trying to see if I can get any voltage anywhere on here.
I forgot this thing's not coming with graphics card. It's just CPU.
Yeah, I don't have any voltage whatsoever. I don't know what's standby on this board, unfortunately, so I feel like I should have at least some kind of voltage somewhere. But I just have no voltage at all. I'm grounded out on the charging port right now. Interesting. Okay.
So, battery?
Yeah, it could be a battery. And I don't have one of those. So, we might be switching over to a different console if this actually turns out to be a battery issue. Alright, so let's plug the amp meter in real quick. Alright, so we've got our amp meter in. No, I'm okay right now, thank you. So we've got almost 5 volts at 2 amps, or 0.02 amps, so 20 milliamps. And disconnect the battery and check for shorts. Yep, that's probably a good call. I want to see if it's even taking in from the charger, from the charging port. I want to see if the voltage is even coming in. So if I remember correctly, the 5 volt line ground out on the fan here. 5 volts probably will come into this big pad right here.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, so I've got 5 volts coming in for sure.
So does that mean it's getting charged?
No, not necessarily. It could be accepting the charge. That means the port's not bad. Okay, so there's definitely 5 volts going into the board. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say it's probably, we'll see an M92 short. But let's keep breaking the board down and let's see what we find out. I don't think it's going to be the port. Alright, so let's go back to this area over here. So we will pop the battery connector back out. There we go. I suppose we can take a look for at least a couple of shorts while we're just hanging out here. I got BQ in the area right by the charging port, so Let's check around BQ real quick, at least one of the BQs. Double check for a short around here. Yep, so there's one of the BQ chips. Pop into continuity mode. And ground out over here. Am I in continuity mode? Nope, now I'm in continuity mode. Okay. Nope, good. Okay. I don't know what that is. Good, good. Good. Okay. So no shorts around the BQ area there. Yeah, like I said, we're probably going to have an M92 short. Is that M92 right here? Yep, there's M92 right there. All right. I'm used to the switch light boards where it's on the actual back of the board. All right, let's check around M92. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hello.
What?
I was wondering what that was. You're 100% right. That coil is snapped.
What?
How the hell did I miss that? Well, isn't that interesting?
What'd that do?
I mean, it's just a wind of coil, but it's still... Oh, that's something I don't have.
That's something I don't have.
That coil is, yeah. Interesting. Okay, that's at least part of the problem. Okay. Well, shit. I don't have a donor board for that. And I don't know if any of my other boards, that's a main power rail it needs for charging power. Well, there we go. That would be important then, wouldn't it? Let me see if perhaps there is another board that I have that might have something that I can use, because I don't have that.
Was not needed. Indubitably.
When your boyfriend says, let me shop. When you let your man shop. You got Kool-Aid jammers, Hot Pockets.
He's living the dream.
On God. Cosmic brownies, ramen, a whole bunch of chips.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the boards that I have are all either going to be PS5, PS4, or some form of Xbox. 80313. And I don't know if I can find a coil quite that small. But let's take a look. No, that's going to be too big. I'm looking around for other coils here, so just bear with me, guys. Let me check on a PS4 board. Well, we might be at a standstill here, guys. I'm gonna grab an Xbox board.
I'm fighting this person.
Let me check the OG Xbox One. Maybe there's one on there.
IG reels are so bad.
I'm imagining that 2R2 is probably a 2.2 resistance on the coil, if I had to guess, if it's anything like a resistor. Either that or the size of the coil. Let me take off the broken one here. Yeah, that coil just straight snapped. That's not good. Yeah, I just don't know if I have anything quite that small on any of my other boards.
It's a thick little chip.
It's not even a chip, it's just a coil of wire.
Oh, that's why. I think our kid dropped it very hard.
Well, this customer might be out of luck until I can get a replacement coil. I have one other board I can check that I have not checked yet. Actually, I do have that PS5 Slim board. Maybe they have one on the Slim model. But let me check the Xbox One S board. Ooh, that's not good.
Gingerbread towers.
Hey, Toltec, good to see you, my friend. Hey, I really appreciate the videos you put out, man. I'm glad to see you here. Okay, that would. Yep, I appreciate the definition on that. Thank you, my friend. And I just don't think any of the coils that I currently possess are going to work on this. I think they're all too big. But I do have a PS5 Slim, so I'm going to grab that real quick and see if... Boomer, good to see you, my friend. I'm going to grab my Slim board and hope and pray that the Slim board has one. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to order one, and this customer's going to be without for a while. Yeah, see, I have a 2R2, but, I mean, let's take a look at the size difference here. So this is on a Slim board. Let's do where's my microscope? There we go. So, I mean, just for comparison's sake, that's the one we pulled off the board, and that's the one that's on the Slim. I mean, it's much bigger. And that's about the smallest one I have. Let's check the back of the board real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And I am most definitely not. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. Okay. Well, I apologize, guys. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stop the switch repair right now because I don't have a coil small enough. Well, hang on. I have one other option. 1 second. I do have other random assortments of boards here that might have a small coil. Hang on. I always keep random little boards in case I need random little things from them.
I know it's sad. We were just talking about how your leg was perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, I know. It's horrible.
Next day, you
Dislocated
your
ankle. That's how it goes. The pleasures of getting old, my son. The pleasures of getting old.
Yeah, I have no ankles, so.
Yeah, you sure do. You sure do. Alright, I'm going to check on a PS5 controller board and see if maybe that one has something small enough. Because again, I have just random boards lying around.
Indubitably.
This is not the way I wanted to start this video, because unfortunately the only other two that I have are just HDMI ports for PS5s. And now this is going to seem like clickbait, and I'm not trying to be that guy.
Tram streams title mid thing. Two PS5 HDMI repairs. One has friends.
Yeah. Goddamn friends are back. Ugh.
Let's fix stuff.
Ugh. Okay. Let's flip the board. And it does not. Damn. I thought maybe I'd get lucky on the controller because it has such small components. But it does not have one at all. Okay, that is unfortunate. That makes me sad. Alright, well, I have to contact the customer now and let them know that I don't have the piece that they need. So let me just take a quick picture for the customer and let them know that their repair is going to be delayed while I get an owner board. Alright, just a moment here. We will go ahead and do the HDMI ports anyway. One of them I know is at least has been roach infested, so at the very least we'll get some entertainment of possibly seeing roaches and making me uncomfortable.
Father?
Uh-huh. Oh boy, oh boy. Interesting.
That's insane.
Alright, I'm just sending this to my customer real quick, guys. Bear with me.
Oh my god.
Just another moment, guys. Okay. Yeah, and I have a feeling that's probably what it was. This was a child switch. His mom brought it to me and yeah, said it was working, and then it wasn't. So I'm assuming it's probably been dropped. And I'm just looking around. We can take a look to see if there's any other noticeable damage around the board. We checked M92 already. There was no shorts around M92. We checked around BQ. There was no shorts around BQ. We checked on the battery, which, you know, those cables look a little rough, but we checked on the battery and there's no voltage to the battery whatsoever, so it's been completely drained. I didn't see any signs of drop damage, like there was no dents or cracks or anything in the outer shell that I could tell. Shut up, Multimeter.
I can't.
Okay.
Jesus, it's crazy.
Alright, yeah, I don't see any other signs, anything immediate that tells me anything else but that coil could be the problem. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. That is not how I wanted to start the video today. But them's the breaks sometimes. That's just the way things are, and that's why I like to do these live, because yeah, sometimes a video won't show you how you go into it thinking it's one thing, and then all of a sudden it turns out to be something that you don't have a part for, and then you have to wait 3 days to edit the video. It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, well, let's move on to the next one then, shall we? Ooh, what a start to the video. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
On the roach infested or no?
No, we'll do the other one first. I'm not looking forward to digging into a roach-infested one.
I don't understand.
Yes, it does have a stand. Alright, next on the docket here, PS5. That has some little flakies with it. Apparently, the PS5 has dandruff.
Pretzel.
And a pretzel.
Oh.
Alright, I'll take the stand off the bottom here. Now, this came in for a HDMI replacement. It did look like the port was slightly raised, so we may be doing some trace wire work. Certainly possible. I'll show that to you in just a moment here. So, here we have the port, and it's kind of hard to tell just by looking at it right here, but the space in between the bottom there, it is raised up slightly. So I'm assuming probably was lifted. But it absolutely is not in the correct place. That is for sure.
You are correct in this.
Yep. So, let's go ahead. Oh, fuck. Sorry, forgive the language, guys. I'm still waiting for my ankle to pop back into place. It'll happen at some point, probably during the stream. So I apologize in advance for my swearing and pain and anything else. We will work through it. Ugh. Okay.
You'll have to censor you.
Alright, I don't see many signs of infestation on this one. Definitely some smoke damage. But
you have it sitting straight up, and there's been problems with that. Makes sense.
alright. Let's move this out of the way for the time being. Let me move these switch screws so those don't get lost. I have to wait for the customer to get back to me on that. Okay, there we go. Let us begin the disassembly. My desk is an absolute mess right now. I am in the process of getting ready to move. Everything is a disaster. So, I would apologize, but that is just how it is. Alright, and just in case everyone's forgotten, I need your guys' help to make sure if you see any roaches that I don't catch, you have to let me know.
With that coil?
We're gonna play this like Dora the Explorer. If you guys see something, say something.
Oh, that's what they tell me to do when there's bullies in school.
That also is the case.
But technically, what if you're the one bullying the kids? Technically, you're seeing the bullying happening because you're the one doing it. Then you're basically snitching on yourself.
Oh, yeah, but you shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
Debatable.
Alright, and let's take off this little plastic cover here. And the warranty sticker is still on this, so I am the first person inside of it, which always makes me happy. Go. Slide this wire out here. Pull the fan. Pull the disk drive cable. All right. All right, and with that all off.
We'll have an Oculus for a little.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. All right.
Come in here.
Huh?
I
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right. Let's remove the screws that didn't want to be removed. The magnetization on my my screwdriver bit is definitely out the door at this point. That one come out. There we go. Remove yourself. There we go. And there we go. Tremendous. Okay. Off with the cover. Alright. Well, this thing is in extraordinarily clean shape. So just remove that. Pop that off. Yeah, this is in really good shape. And this appears to be a EDM 20 board just by looking at it. EDM 20s are my least favorite of the PS5 boards. Of all of them that I have worked on, they are by far the one I have had the least amount of success with. I hold it personally responsible for many of my failures, just like I do M92 T36. I will blame it until I can blame nothing else. Pull off these ribbon cables. Come in without removing this adhesive. Just going to pry up on it gently while we pull the Wi-Fi cables out so we don't have to actually take it off. Same thing here. Just gently pry up on it enough to remove those Bluetooth Wi-Fi cables without having to remove the adhesive. Come through, remove this tape nice and gently. No, don't do it. Alright, only a little tear. Not completely ripped. Go, get under there, and pull the rest of the way through. And there we go. And that way the adhesive gets to stay on there and keep those wires at least mostly in place. And now 42 screws. Everybody's favorite part. Oh yeah, everybody loves this part. This is the bad part about live streaming. Because I enjoy live streaming because everyone gets to watch my mistakes and learn from them as we go. So it's actually a live thing. I'm not editing anything out. It's just, if I make a mistake, it happens live on stream and everyone gets to learn from it, which I appreciate.
But the bad part about live streaming is you guys have to watch me take off 42 goddamn screws. Go. And I really hate live streaming HDMI repairs. I mean, there's 1,000,001 videos out there of HDMI jobs. I personally have done a few of them. It is probably 70% of my business is just PS5 HDMI replacements. So I always get really excited when I get a no power issue or a 2-second blot or anything like that, because it actually makes me problem solve, and that's what I really like about this. They're like big puzzles. All right, almost done. We're almost there. Alright, we did it. We made it, guys. All 42. Nope, only 41. I lied. There's one here. Alright, we did it, guys. All 42. We fucking did it. Alright, there we go. Let's just keep those right there. All nice and tidy for the time being. Boop. Alright, and where is my pry tool? Pry tool is here. I'm going to come in and oh so gently pry up on it, just like that. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to pop out this ribbon cable right here. And we'll come in with our screwdriver for the Phillips head and remove the APU clamp. Alright. Man, this video is going to look like clickbait now, I swear. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. I'll have to put a disclaimer up somewhere. Is not clickbait. Just don't have parts. Out. Alright. That APU does have a bit of a dry spot. Oh, and this, yeah, okay. I see the problem with the HDMI port now. Alright, so we are down to our board here. Ow! God damn it. Oh, this ankle is really bothering me. It's alright. We push through. We persevere. Alright. There we go. Okay, so first things first. Big old dry spot on the APU. So I will touch that up just slightly. But more importantly, HDMI port. Especially this particular, oh man, yeah, it knocked the diode off. This thing got pushed back to all hell. Oh boy. This might be a fun one. Let me see if I can get a lower view on it here. Wow, this one got pushed back real bad. I've seen them push back before, but that's awful. Yeah, it took the diode clean off. Alright. Well, we're obviously not going to bother with putting leaded solder on the legs because I can't reach them. I will, Yeah, I'll tidy up that diode real quick. Just while I have it there. So let's put just a drop of flux down there real quick. Let's get the hair off of there. I said let's get the hair off of there. And of course my flux is now stuck. Oh boy, it is just a night of all kinds of interesting things. Okay. Oh man, my needle's jammed. Sorry, hang on. Boy, it is just not my night tonight. I'll tell you what. But you know what? Those are the nights that it's most important to continue on. Because when things are not going your way, it's really easy to just give up on them and throw in the towel. And that's not what we're about here. We persevere and we continue on even when the going gets tough. Alright, now that I've cleared my needle, there we go. Alright, grab my tweezers. And we're going to come in. Let's burn some of this flux off so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put that diode back. I'm going to come in with just a dab of solder. The tiniest little schmutz of some solder. Okay, not 100% happy with that. In fact, I'm like 0% happy with that. Let's see if we can't improve upon that a bit. We're going to try and sneak it in on the back end here. That's what we're going to do. Go. There we go. That makes me happier. We'll take care of that little blob in just a second here. Definitely don't want that connecting to anything. Let's come in with some wick and just tidy that up. Okay, and just add a little bit extra to this side as well. There we go. Make sure that's nice and soldered down. And come in with a little cotton bud. Clean up the flux as best we can. And then we'll just double check with our tweezers and make sure that diode is actually soldered back down, and it is. Yeah, it's on there nice and solid, not going anywhere. Alright, let's flip the board around and get this port off. So I'm going to hang the HDMI port over the edge of my board, or over the edge of my desk, I should say. Come in with a hot air station, 480, 99%. I'm gonna circle it around, get the board nice and warm. Alright, this port should be falling out any second now. Should be able to probably just give it a tap. Oh no, it's holding on for dear life to something. There it is. Alright. Alright. I am going to assume that there will probably be... I'm going to say there's one damaged pin. I think there's probably going to be one damaged pad on the other side of the board. Alright, let's see here. Let's flip the board. Just letting it cool down a little bit here. Oh wow, I think we actually got lucky. I don't think there's any torn traces on the board. That is surprising. Yeah, not a one. Capacitor's long gone. That's fine. Let's just double check and make sure that hot air didn't mess with our diode here, because it kind of looks like it did. But nope, it did not. That's still firmly in place. Alright, let's put a little bit of flux down, and we'll work in some leaded solder in with this unleaded stuff. I'm not going to bother replacing the capacitor because number one, I don't have another one, and number two, it works just fine without it. So come in here. Board nice and warm, and we'll slowly introduce some solder. Let that work its way down. There we go. Same thing over here. Chris, good to see you, buddy. I assure you the title is not clickbait. We attempted to fix the switch. It has a broken part that I don't have available to replace right now. There we go. So we're doing PS5 HDMIs instead, because that's what I have available. There we go. And that's fine. It's totally fine. I just need to make sure this one gets hot enough and actually melts down to the bottom. And there we go. Do the same thing here. Just make sure it gets nice and hot. There we go. Alright, then we'll just come in and tin up these pads. Alright. And we'll grab ourselves a port. And we'll tin that up. Should just be able to use the residual solder on here from having just cleaned it to tin it, and that works just fine. We are good. It looks like there is a slight bridge right there. There we go. That bridge is no more. All right, and we will put our counterweight on our board, which in this case is my air gun. And we're going to clean up this old flux. Where's my alcohol? Clean up this old flux. And we'll grab our port. Move this slightly over. Again, same thing, 480, 99 degrees, or 480 degrees, 99% airflow. Waiting for that. It's already starting to go molten, but it hasn't gone through to the other side. There we go. That's what we're looking for. There we go. Beautiful. Now we'll go ahead and pop our port on. What I like to do, we'll give it a little bit of a nudge because the port is cold. and it doesn't really give a chance for the solder to kind of creep up the legs and bond the way it needs to. So I'll move it around just a little bit, get some movement going on, and then what I like to do from here is I'll take a tiny bit of flux. I'm going to push the port basically into position. About there. Now I'll take just a tiny bit of flux and let it work its way into the legs to allow that solder to flow up. Same thing on the other side. So you don't need a whole lot of flux at that time. A little bit goes a long way there. And now we should see that that solder is creeping all the way up through the top. This side needs a little bit of extra help, but it's coming. There we go. Alright, then we'll come on with a little bit of pressure. Just gonna hold it down. Let everything get all nice and hard. Let that metal get re-solidified. There we go. You can see those legs have solidified now. Alright, and we should be good to go. Alright. Alright, give that a second to cool down. Alright. Now we'll come in with a Q-tip and just try to get that residual flux off while the board is still relatively warm. Alright. And then we'll come in with the pick. Just double check our legs here. So good, 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 and good. All right, excellent. Nice easy port swap. Now that's cooled down some, we'll come with a little alcohol. And my toothbrush. Just kind of try and clean up as much of that flux as we can. And you can see that metal has come through both sides of the board, which is always what we love to see. Come in there and just get inside the port as well. Try and get any loose flux that was stuck around out there. And there we go. Alright, let's just double check the back of the board real quick. Alright. I mean, not the cleanest. I will tidy that up a little bit. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right. Just a tiny bit of flux on either side. There we go. That makes me feel a bit better. Nice shiny joints and the legs fully covered. Alright, and just come in again and clean up the flux. Yeah, feel much better about that. Alright. Timbo, good to see you, my friend. Sorry for the title. We were working on a Switch until we weren't. So, now we're doing HDMI jobs, because that's all I have left. Alright, so we are all good to go there. And for those of you just joining, I am currently working with a dislocated ankle. I am waiting for it to pop back into place. It happens from time to time, so I am limited in my mobility. I apologize in advance if you hear cursing. I know I curse a lot, but it will be more than usual. Any cursing, swearing, anything like that, I apologize if it's excessive. I am in pain. Alright, so I'm going to get it put back in the chassis. Wi-Fi cable's out of the way, and the ribbon cable, and this ribbon cable. Okay, there we go. Alright, all the ribbon cables where they belong. Let's put our APU clamp back on, and we will go ahead and test. I will not be reassembling on stream. You guys have to bear with enough of the disassembly. There's no need to reassemble, but we will test and make sure that there is a display. Alright, so let's get ourselves all set up. Pop in our HDMI cord. And our power cord. Alright, do we turn on? We are indeed on. Alright. So let's get you guys on screen real quick. I do not have a capture card yet, so. Alright. That is a displaying PS5. Awesome. Tremendous. There we go. Alright. No, that's... Beautiful things. All beautiful things. Like I said, I am not going to go through the reassembly process right now. I have one more to do for another HDMI job. However, this one is known for roach infestation. It was brought to me and I showed the customer immediately. So, we're going to do our best. the screws for this one onto it so I can make room for a new one. And so I don't mix them up. Oh, all right. So that one is set aside. Let's get into the other one, shall we? Okay. Are you wanting to pop back into place yet? Please. You'd be so kind if you would just pop back into place. Sorry, bear with me a second. I'm trying to get my ankle back into place. Come on, stop being a douche. Just go back in your home. Are you too good for your home? Oh, fuck. Okay. Not working. We'll try again later. Oh, goddamn. Alright. Oh. Next PlayStation. Oh, there is already all kinds of roach activity in here. I sprayed it down with alcohol before I put it in the trash bag because I knew there was going to be some action in there, and there sure as hell is some action in there. There's a bunch of dead ones in there already. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. Here we are. We're going to keep our alcohol at the ready because it takes care of the roaches very quickly. Oh yeah. There's a bunch down in there. Hard to tell right now, but there are indeed a few. Alright, so we're going to do some preventative maintenance beforehand. Give myself some more room to work here. Ow, motherfucker. Oh wow, there's a lot. I don't know if you guys can quite see all of them that are in the bottom of that, in the bottom of the bag there, but that is a lot. Wow. All right, well. Here we go. Alright, so first things first, I will always take this top cover off when I'm working on a roach infested one. Okay. I always like to make sure I'm checking it first. Okay, nothing immediately there. Alright, now even though I've already done a preemptive spray and got a lot of them, we are still going to do another spray, and we're going to try and catch any stragglers as we take it apart. So first things first, we're going to take this cover off. They like to hide in there. Oh my god. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. So, after we've got this off, first thing I always like to do is come in and just spray with alcohol. This will help to draw out any of them that are still immediately accessible. So we give it a liberal dousing. This should at least start to get them out of their holes. If there are still live ones hanging around, which I'm sure there are. Let it sit for a minute here while I reload the alcohol. I really like to soak it in there, especially around the power supply area. So that's where they like to hang out. Right? Alright, well, with that liberal dousing, there don't seem to be any coming out. So it could well be that the initial cleaning we did when it was in the trash bag may have gotten the superficial ones. That does not mean that we are out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. But it is encouraging. Alright. Got that plate off. Let's take our fan out. Alright. I am not touching this with a 10-foot pole. Matter of fact, do I have those ill-fitting gloves? I'm going to actually put on gloves. They're too small for me. They don't fit. But it's better than nothing. So, let's get the gloves in there. Alright. Now we have gloves. Okay, so the fan is out. I don't see any immediate indications that there's some on the inside, but I have been wrong before, and goddamn it, I'll be wrong again. Okay, there we go. Alright, disk drive cable is out. And gotta remove the warranty sticker. I'm not putting this thing anywhere near my bench until I know that there are no more live ones crawling around. So apologize for the horrible camera angle right now, but ain't no way in hell. Alright, let's take out the screws. Oh. Alright, that's all the screws. Yeah, I don't blame you on that. Unfortunately, I am in Florida, and I ain't seeing 20-degree weather until we hit nuclear winter. Yeah, another one, Trick. Good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure to see you. Yep. Yeah, I realized the title of this said Nintendo Switch. We did work on a Nintendo Switch for like 20 minutes, and then found out that it needs a part that I don't have. So, now we're doing this. Okay. Oh, yeah. Good lord, this thing was fully infested. I'm glad we gave it the pre-clean that we did. I'd have been real unhappy to open this first thing. Good God. Hang on, let me grab the microscope. Ugh. See if I can get you guys a nice view of everything that does not include my feet. So, there we go. There we go. Look at that. We got some over here. We got some over there. Just an HDMI port. And just so you guys can see, that is the pre-treatment I did with alcohol, wrapped up in a trash bag before I even opened it. So, yep, that's what we're working with. Oh, god damn it. Sorry guys, I am, if you're just joining, I am working with a dislocated ankle. It's weird, it's this one right here. So I have something that fell behind my desk, and it's going to look real awkward, and I apologize. I'm just working with what I can do right now. Ugh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go back into place, damn you. Alright, we're gonna start by cleaning up as much of the debris as we can, so I'm not dealing with it while we're taking everything apart. I will be coming in here with a vacuum to get up all this. Alright, and a few more off of here. Alright, and what I'm going to do while I've got it open, I'm going to re-soak everything. Just try and get out any stragglers. Yeah, it's not a great time, but the jobs must still be done. Alright. So it seems like the stragglers, it looks like the first initial one that we did a good enough job, because I'm not seeing any live ones crawling out. Alright, there we go. And now we have the very fun task of removing these screws. Sorry, just responding to a customer real quick. All right. Well, nothing to it but to do it, right? I also hate these gloves because I can't hold screws properly. Oh. I hate this part of it so goddamn much. I gotta clean up some of these other bugs. There's still a bunch on here. Alright. Whew. God, this is the worst part of these, man. Okay. Screws have all been removed. Finally. All right. Alright. Almost time for us to get the board on the goddamn desk. Okay. That. Okay. And finally, whew, good Lord. All right. Hey, kiddo. Robert, bring me the handheld vacuum.
Vacuum?
Thank you.
Bugs?
Yep.
My bad. Oh.
That was inside the bag.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. All right.
Howdy technician photo bump. Toes. Is it back in place yet?
Oh, no. No, I'm pretty sure I have to be laid up for that to happen. So luckily this is the last job of the night. And once this is done, I'm going to put it back together, test it. I'm not even going to reassemble it. And I'm going to go lay down and try and sleep. And hopefully it comes back into place.
I'll probably go sleep over here.
All right.
Yeah, that do in the morning.
I hope I can.
If anything, it shouldn't be hard to build.
I mean,
follow the
probably not.
instructions.
I can watch you do it and make sure if there's any questions, I can check it out for you. All right. So here we are at the HDMI port. The whole reason I did this job in the first place. As you can see, there's a lot of roach damage. There's even some bugs left there, some eggs.
I should be able to lift this tomorrow.
Yeah. And then just so you can see, yeah, the port is totally split. So that's why we're replacing it. Alright, and just happened to catch a glimpse of this. Look at these friends, just hanging out. I'm just gonna scoot them off. best we can. Oh yeah, I didn't even get a chance to show you guys this yet. That is the back of the Wi-Fi module. The front is not much better. How this thing even powers on, I have no idea. So I'm going to do my best to just soak this in alcohol. I'm going to flood the area. Do the same with the rest of the areas that I'm going to be working on. But yeah, that is not a pretty sight. So we're going to let that alcohol soak in there for a little while. In the meanwhile, while that's soaking, we'll come back over here, try and clean this up to the best of our ability. All right. All right, so now that this has been soaking for a little bit, let's see if we can try and at least clean some of it off. I do not know how this thing is working. Like powering on, especially with all that corrosion around the Wi-Fi module. Alright, well that's better. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Let's flip the board around. Yeah, so this is the other side of the Wi-Fi module. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to soak it down, try and clean up as much of this as we can. And same thing with the Ethernet port and HDMI and all the other stuff on the board. Just let it soak for a few minutes. Try and clean up as much as we can. But that is a nightmare. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and try and clean this up as best we can. Alright, there we go. I mean, it's a lot better than it was. Not going to get it much better without a much more thorough cleaning. But that's a hell of a lot better than it was. That's for damn sure. Alright, and then we'll come over to the HDMI area and Bluetooth and Ethernet and all that. Same thing. Just try to clean it up as best we can. This is gonna stink to high fucking hell when I have to take this port off. Alright. It's about as good as we're gonna get it. Alright. Port has to come off, and it is gonna smell so goddamn bad. Damn it. Get the board heated up. Oh god, it smells so bad. Alright, port's ready to go. Give it a little help. There it goes. Alright. No torn traces is always a good thing. Again, we'll just mix in the leaded solder with the unleaded that's already on the board. Just letting that solder mix together to make sure it flows a little bit easier when it comes time to put the new port on. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and grab our new port. Tin the port up. Alright. Let's get a little extra flux on there to clean up that bridge. There we go. Alright, bridge is gone. Counterweight on the board. Let's get this over with. Okay. Give some heat to let the solder flow up the legs. 3, 2, 1, and off the board. All right. Let's come in and clean up a bit. Right. Just double check our legs. Alright, legs are all good. Alright, there we go. Just double check the back real quick. That top left one I'm not real thrilled with, so we'll fix that up real fast. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get it back in the chassis and let's make sure it works. Robert, you still out there? Hey, can you grab me a new trash bag from underneath the sink, please? back in the chassis. We're going to put the APU clamp back on. Yeah, you just leave it on the chair.
Like, how bad we talking?
Fucking disgusting.
Like, BB's old one bad?
About that bad.
That's insane.
Yeah.
This was covered.
Yeah, it was awful. This one was not much better. It's just because there's not as many places for them to hide. Alright. Does it turn on? I am shocked. I am genuinely shocked that this thing works.
The roach right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why is that one sitting there?
It's because most of them are already gone. Alright. And we're just going to swap up real quick. It's doing its reboot real fast, so I'm going to wait a second.
With your gloves. Can I take the gloves off?
Okay. Reboot is happening. And there we go.
Yep, double display. For the other ones, it was...
Yeah, it's perfect. Alright, so at least we got the two PS5s fixed. It is unfortunate about the Switch.
The coil.
So I will have to buy a board.
This one?
It's the E button.
Power E.
And then again, and then down. Well, actually, it'll go off by itself. There we go. Alright. It lives. As disgusting as it is, it lives. Alright. So this is going to go in a brand new trash bag. Thank you. With all the rest of its friends. And I will put that back together completely tomorrow.
Still nothing on the foot?
No. I'm going to have to lay it out. It's usually how it pops back into place. Alright, so I mean, not bad for a guy with a dislocated ankle and a roach infestation. What are you gonna do? Ugh. Alright. Tie this up nice and tight.
Yeah. Your bike. Your tire pump thing. For the...
Yeah. Yeah, I got an air compressor.
You don't do that. I did that.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
I don't know why I do. I could hang it out tonight, but that's too much work.
No, don't even bother with it, dude. It's dark as fuck. We need to do that outside.
That's like a problem carrying down the stairs.
No, it's fine.
Does your lid dislocated?
I got it upstairs.
Yes, you have a dislocated foot?
No, I did not have a dislocated foot at the time.
Exactly.
I'm sure it'll be better by morning. I'm sure. It's usually over pretty quickly. I just deciding to be an asshole. Alright. Fully tied up. Ow. Ow. Fuck. God damn it. Okay. Like I said, I am not putting it back together tonight. I am going to go lay down and try and sleep this dislocated ankle off and hope and pray that it pops itself back into place come tomorrow morning.
Football.
Oh. Throw that in the trash can, please. Thank you. All right. That's it. I'm done. It's been a really rough day, and I'm doing my best to push through it, but your boy's tired, and your boy's aggravated, and I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to put the console back together tomorrow. I got to try and get some sleep and hope that my ankle pops itself back into place. But I wanted to make sure I got the stream done for you guys, and I'll get the part ordered for the coil that's missing on the Switch, and we'll get that finished up and make sure we get it working. Love you guys dearly. Happy Saturday evening, happy Sunday morning, wherever you may be. I hope tomorrow is a wonderful day for you guys, and go Dolphins. Let's go.